When it comes to working with our fixtures inside Onyx, cloning, copying, and loading are three fundamental things that can really make your life a lot easier. Let's explore how to do them. The simplest is cloning a whole fixture, which is a function of the patch inside Onyx. So we'll go back up to our top corner here, into our patch, and then we're able to clone. There's two ways to clone. The first is with the pop-up here, we can press commands and clone fixture. And it actually shows us right there that the command line verbiage there, the syntax rather, is copy ID at ID. Now, the fixture ID numbers are source at target enter. That's how Onyx generally works. So if we type copy, and then we're going to choose our fixtures here, so I'm just going to take a look here. And we've got our Van Goghs, so these are 31 through 34. And then I hit at, and we'll do 11, 12, 21, and 22. So in this case, I'll do 11 through 22, enter. Now in my cloning screen, it pops over there, the first cloning command you do, right here on the sidebar. And it shows you what's about to happen. So it says source here is 31 through 34. That's the fixture that we're cloning from. We're copying all the information in the show. And then the target is 11 through 22. Then all the way on the right, it shows us fixture by fixture how that pans out. So if you have an unequal number between the source and the target, maybe you just have one source and multiple targets, or two sources and multiple targets, it shows you on the right how that maps out. It's just going to be, if it's 2 to say 5 fixtures, it's just going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. But you can still see it here so that before you clone, you know you're cloning to the right fixtures. Then we have the ability to copy queues, presets, and or groups. By default, we're cloning everything. So we're cloning anywhere that the source fixture was in queues, anywhere it was in presets, anywhere it was in groups. Depending on your application, you may not want to copy queues. Just turn that off. You may just want to do presets and groups. Maybe you don't want to do groups so that the new lights are separate from a group perspective, but still have all the presets that you had before. Regardless, choose the options you want, and then you're able to hit execute commands, and the lights have cloned. And we now see the new lights in our showroom pointed using the same values as the old lights. Perfect. Now, cloning multi-part fixtures is a little bit different. If you're cloning multi-parts, you just need to clone the parts individually. So you can clone any type of fixture to the master fixtures, then you can clone any type of fixtures to the individual part fixtures. That gives you control over what each cell of your multi-part gets in the cloning operation. Now we'll close the patch and begin working with cloning in a sense within the console. So if you're not doing a complete clone through the patch, you can still clone and copy parts of your rig to others. Just as an example, I'll go to my 2D plan, select half my darts, and in this case, I'm going to do a grouping every 2, and then I'm going to choose some colors from my presets. Go here, do red, hit next, second half, do violet, yeah. And now we'll go ahead and I'm going to copy this. So I can use the same copy syntax but out of the patch. So looking here at my 2D plan, I'm going to see if I turn on my fixture number here, look at my programmer, 71 through 76. So we will load 81 through 86 at 71 through 76. Perfect. And now it copied over. And so we see there, even though they were alternating colors, it just copied over the ordering to the new fixtures that we brought in. Perfect. there's a lot of other things that we can do with load as well. For example, I'll record this to a cue, play it back, and then maybe I want to bring this back into the programmer. There are a few ways I could do that. One, if I'm mixing multiple groups of lights together and I make something that I like, I can press load, and load all of the fixtures, all the parameters that are not at the default position, and bring that into my programmer. This is ready to bring into a queue. I can also load much more selectively. So if I clear twice, I could go load group 1, enter. Now, I've loaded all the information for group 1, which now includes multiple types of fixtures because we cloned. Now we'll clear, and maybe we could go load group 1, and then in the filters, choose the color. Now, I loaded group 1, but only the color information. As you can probably see, this allows you to do a lot of different things when selecting your different fixtures. It allows you to load from existing queues. Maybe you've got some of the lights colored in one queue, other lights colored in another queue. You want to load a whole group of lights and then bring them into a new queue. You can totally do that, bring it into the programmer, go record your queue, and you're done. It's that simple. As you can see, copying, cloning, and loading are great tools that are available in Onyx. Get to know them well, and it's going to save you a lot of time and frustration in programming your next show.